All right, here you go. So yeah, we have our label at the top. That's just plain text. The button, which is allowing us to do stuff when we click on it. And then we have our sound element, which isn't actually on our screen. You can't see it, right? What we call this is we call it a non-visible component, right? And it only works with our back end of the code. Can somebody quickly explain what's the difference between front end and back end? Does anyone remember?
Um, Front end is the looks and back end is the coding stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Ian's correct. So anything, yeah, that you're like looking at, the design of the app, that's all front end. Back end is our code and the functionality of our app. Okay, so the sound actually works with the back end element of our code. All right, and you can see here when you click on the sound, we have our B sound loaded into it, which is why we can use it in our backend. So let's quickly take a look at the blocks. Our code is quite really simple, right? Basically, we clicked on our button and dragged out this when event. A when event just makes it so that any code inside here triggers when you press, or when you do this event. In this case, it's like when you click the button, it's going to play the sound, which is our buzzing noise, right? This is going to change the text on our label to you have clicked the B, and then this is going to change our background color to a cyan color, right? So that's going to allow that to do all these things. These were just examples of how we can actually edit our app using the code, right? And it all happens when we press our button. So I think we can get into our next app now and look at what we're going to be working on today. So currently we haven't really done much with movement and making like games in App Adventure. So today we're going to start by looking at how we can just get some kind of movement going on our screen, right? And then we're going to try to make it into a little mini game, right? We're going to do like a mini golf thing. So you have like a ball and some holes and you have to like fling them in or something. And maybe you can make some like obstacle courses if you want. Okay. So for this, if you have your app open right now, all right,
I think Manan has a question, right? Manan has something.
Yeah. Go onto the main screen and you select your Fiverr button. I did it by mistake and then it showed me that I can publish it. If I click on publish, will it publish it?
Where do you see publish?
So if you go into my projects, you can
Publish to gallery.
Yeah, publish to gallery.
Yeah, so the App Inventor website has like a little place where you can showcase your apps and other people can see them. So if you do wanna, if you make a cool app and you wanna publish it to the gallery, you can do that. So you notice if you click the button for publish to gallery, it lets you give it a little description, you know, some code, some other stuff, and like a name for it, and an image if you want. And then you can actually also go take a look at other people's if you want like inspiration or see what other people are doing with App Inventor. So yeah, you can try to publish afterwards if you want, but it's different from publishing it to your phone. And we're going to show you how you can actually build the app and really like install it on your phone in a second. Well, not necessarily. At the end of the class, I'll probably demonstrate how to do that.
So if you have an Android phone, you can actually install it on your phone and use it as any other app.
So instead of just connecting through the emulator, so it's like temporary, or connecting through the companion, so it's temporarily there, you actually install it permanently on the phone and you can use it wherever you want.
I'll need to use an emulator because my mom and dad have an Apple phone. Same with my iPad is an Apple. And my laptop is an Acer one.
And we also have the, like for those of you who do not have an emulator or do not have powerful enough computer to use an emulator, you can actually, Tim can send you to the breakout room where I will share the screen with the app and you can test your app there, okay?
Yeah, so we actually have an Android phone on our side, so we can try to connect to your computer just so you can see how it runs on an actual phone. So Irada has one sitting in front of her that she can be trying to demonstrate with. Okay. All right. So in this case, I think that's just about it for this app. We didn't do a lot with it, but it's a cool little introduction app, So let's keep going and go and create a new app that we're going to be using for movement. All right, so for this, go ahead and click My Projects in the top left and start New Project. And this one I'm going to call Mini Golf. I already have a Mini Golf. I'm going to call this Mini Golf Summer.
Why does this say it's not secure? This app inventor.
But it says the website isn't secure.
Yeah, on
Oh,
your
up here in the top left. They probably just didn't, want to pay for HTTPS.
Yeah,
Certification.
HTTPS protocol makes companies to pay money to get that HTTPS thing on their website. So yeah, I've seen actually Harvard and MIT, they're kind of protesting against that.
it's done this to me.
They see it as another way of like getting money out of people who make websites.
It doesn't really matter unless this is like a
Yeah.
banking website. If you're not putting any like important information on this website, it doesn't need to be secure.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not giving your credit card information, then that's okay.
If you see this while you're like paying for something or checking your bank account, then it's probably bad. But for this, it's not a problem. Okay. So let's get started with this app. I want to first point out a couple things and a couple cool tweaks that we can do to make the app look a little bit nicer. So you may have noticed that at the top of our app, for some reason, there's this little gray bar that says Screen 1. Most apps don't have this if you've ever used an app on your phone, right? For instance, if I open up YouTube on my phone, there's no gray bar at the top that says YouTube, right? It's integrated into the app, and at the top somewhere, it's gonna say YouTube with like a nice cool font and like the logo and like a red bar and everything. So this just looks ugly, and most apps don't have this. But luckily, in App Inventor, you can actually disable this, so it doesn't need to be here. All right. So for this, if you go, if you just click on Screen 1. I don't have any components, so I can't really click on anything else, but you can click on Screen 1 in the components here. And if you scroll down on the right side here to where it says title visible. Okay, title visible. That's what's going to make that gray bar appear. So if you uncheck the box, you'll see my phone did a little thing, and now there is no gray bar. So it looks a little bit more clean, right? A lot prettier. And now we can just put all of our app in here without worrying about that weird bar. And it'll look a lot better when we actually put it on our phone. Okay, there's some other little features here that you can tinker around with. For instance, like how it opens when you try to open it. You can change the theme. If I change it to device default, it'll do weird things. I think for this, actually, I need title visible. Like, see, like, now I have like a big blue bar. So you can play around with some of these. But I prefer just having title visible off and leaving most of this stuff as it is by default. You can change the background color here also. So that's probably the only or like the main thing that you'll be playing around with in Screen 1. All right. So let's see how we'd actually get some movement on our screen. Okay, we can't just really drag out elements on our screen and put them anywhere we want. So you may have noticed, for instance, if I grab a button and I try to put it on my screen, as of the moment, I don't really have a choice where I put it. I put it wherever I want on my screen, and it'll snap into the top left corner. Right? And that's just the way App Inventor works. It has like a grid system, and you can't really put things where you want unless there are other things above it. Okay, so for instance, if I add a second button, now I have a little bit of a choice where I put it. I can either put it above or below the other button. There you go. Right? But if we want to be able to have stuff moving freely around our entire screen, that's where we're going to be using this drawing and animation tab. Okay, so I want you guys to click on that drawing and animation, and you'll see 3 new little options come up. All right, so as you can see, the palette has like a lot of things in it, and under drawing and animation, here is what we're going to be using today. All right, to have stuff freely moving around, we need to have something called a canvas. A canvas is going to be like a little area where we can actually just draw anything we want and have things moving freely in the space. Okay, but when you first drag it out, it's quite really small, right? It's just a teeny tiny square in the top left. It's not a very big canvas for us to draw on and play around with. So who remembers, how can we take this canvas and make it as big as it possibly can? Does anyone remember how we can increase the width or increase the height of this canvas? Yeah, Manan?
You go into width and you can go into height and choose
Okay,
that.
now what do I set it to?
Well,
If I want it to be like maximum size.
You have to choose fill parent.
Yeah, fill parent. So if I do fill parent, it's going to take up as much space as it can. And I'll do that for both. And now you'll see, so guys, that's what I want you to do. I want you to set height and width to fill parent. And you'll see it takes up all of the space on the screen. All right, so now there's not any room on our screen for any other elements. But if we do drag in another element, it will actually make space for it, right? So it will shrink down. But as of the moment, it's just taking up as much space as it can. All right, so the thing that we can do using this canvas is really cool. This is the important part of using a canvas. We can now put things on this canvas. Well, not anything, just a ball and an image. We can put that anywhere we want on this canvas. So for instance, if I drag a ball out, you'll see this little black dot. I can put it anywhere I want on the screen, and it's not going to like snap back to the top left corner. It'll actually stay where I put it, which is exactly what we want from
Wait, I didn't really see how you did the canvas to go to the full thing.
So click the canvas here, and then set height fill parent, width fill parent.
Okay.
Ian, did you have a question?
Yes. Why is there a thing in the middle? And is it possible to get rid of that?
So this will not show up when you actually run the game. This is just going to show up while we're creating it. This is just the canvas logo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but so when we actually like upload it to a phone or try to emulate it, that won't be there at all.
Scootchel. Oh, sorry.
Ask if you're late, Armand. Did you miss anything?
Martin, are you there? Hi, do you want to take Armand real quick to a breakout room and try to catch him up with canvas and ball?
Oh.
I can't hear you.
How about now?
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room real quick. Armand, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room with Martin, and
Okay.
you guys can catch up real quick.
Okay.
Armand, Martin, open all doors. Okay, have fun.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So, our next step is to let's just play around with this ball a little bit real quick. So we've never used a ball before, but if you click on it, you'll see a lot of the settings on the right side here are new, but some of them look a little bit familiar. So firstly, Who here has heard of a radius before, when like in school when learning about circles? Have you guys heard of the word radius? Can anybody explain to me what the word radius means? And you can type it out in chat, or if you know, you can just unmute yourself and explain. Anyone know?
Nope.
No? Okay, I'll explain this one. In that case, if we have a yeah, so if you have a circle being made, let me quickly draw a circle here, right? Like our ball is a circle, right? The radius in our circle is the distance from the center of the circle to the outside. Okay, so this right here is our radius, or R, but usually it's just radius. Okay, so if we want to make our ball bigger, what would we have to do to the radius?
Increase it.
Increase it. So I'm just going to try that. Let's try to increase it. I'm going to make it 10, and now my ball is going to be a little bigger. All right, you can play around with this number. You can try to figure out a number that you think is acceptable for you. I think 15 actually looks pretty good. If you like smaller, if you want to have a smaller ball, you can do that as well. All right, and here you have it. So let's take a look at some of the other settings here. Does anyone have a guess? What setting would I have to change here if I wanted to change the color of the ball? Any guesses?
Color.
Paint color. Yeah, awesome, Elraz. So paint color right here. If I click on that, you see I have all of my different options here for what I can set it to. All right, so if I click blue, I'll have like a nice blue ball. I can go green, right? Maybe I'll do like a nice dark orange or something. Let me actually show you one cool thing here. If you have a color and you want to pick a different color than the like preset ones they have here, you can click custom at the bottom, and then from the color options, you can actually use this color picker to get a more specific color going. All right, so for instance, I like this orange, but I want to make it darker. So I'm going to go on the right here and just drag this down and make it a little bit darker like that. And then I'm going to click done, and you'll see now I have like a darker looking ball. Okay, if I think that's too much, I can go back and turn it up.
Can
Lauren, do you
I
have a question?
ball white because I made my canvas green, the background?
Yeah, of course. You can make it whatever you want. You can also change the canvas color. So if you click on the canvas, you can change the background color to like gray or something. Right? By default, it's set to none, which makes it transparent. So it'll actually use the color of the background of the screen. Okay. Okay, there's some other settings here that you see changing around when I move it. So for instance, I have X and Y changing as I move it along the screen. Okay, speed is always staying at 0 for some reason though, which we'll talk about in a second. And then there's an option up here also called heading, which is also at 0 regardless of where I put it. And I'll explain what those do in a sec, because we first have to actually put some programming in here before we talk about what they do. Okay. So once everyone's ready with this, we can actually get into the programming and start trying to make this move.
Wait, is speed for like if you set it to a speed and you program it, like when you tell it to start, will it go that fast per second or something like that?
So if you start it with a certain amount of speed, right now the speed's 0, right? But if I type like 15 in here, as soon as I start the app, my ball will just start like moving around. Right? But for now, we want to make the.
There's in your hand. I'm sorry, Tim. Manan, are you playing with scissors?
Yeah.
That cannot be safe, honey. Can you put that aside? Yeah.
I
Thank you.
mean, they are plastic.
Yeah, something safer, like a ruler or something.
Ruler.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome, thanks. Sorry, Tim. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so what we're going to do with our game for now is we're going to take a look at some of the other functions that it actually comes with for the programming side. And it comes with a lot of really like easy to use tools for us. But we're going to start the ball without it moving, and we're going to make it so that like you can start it moving by performing certain actions, right? So for instance, you can just like fling it using your finger on your app. Okay. So is everybody done with the front end here, having the ball and canvas on their screen? Can I get a yes or a thumbs up if you are completed with that part? Okay, so Manan's good. Ian, how about you? Hannah's good. Zaki's good.
I tell you, I'm showing thumbs down because my camera is upside down.
Ian,
I
how's
think.
yours?
Okay.
You think?
I've got everything there.
Okay, then why would you only think?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, why aren't you sure? If you're not sure, guys, feel free to share your screen, right? Hey, Manan is no longer upside down. Nice background.
So now I'm in the woods, in the spook.
Yeah, right?
Oh wait, okay, wait, where's our? Oh, Armand's back too. Awesome.
One just has like the black ball right now. So if you want to like.
Armand is caught up. He has the ball and
Okay,
canvas.
so Armand, yeah, does Armand have a ball and a canvas?
He has like the black ball. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
The
Yeah,
ball.
it doesn't. The color of the ball doesn't really matter. So, once I think everyone has this up now, so let's actually take a look at the code, the blocks side, and see how we can make this thing move around. All right, so for this, once again, guys, click blocks in the top right, and let's start adding some stuff over here.
So this
Right.
is now the back end. Getting back to Tim's question, the difference between front end and back end. Front end is what the user gonna see, and the back end is actually the code that makes the front end interactive.
All right, so always when we're using our app, on the left side here, we see all of the elements that are inside our app, right? So we have our screen, our canvas, and our ball. So let's just take a look at what blocks we have under our ball, and you'll see there's a lot of really convenient options here. All right, so we have touch down, so when you touch the ball, touch up when you release the ball. Touched is like in general. Colliding with, edge reached, flung, dragged, collided with, no longer collided with, right? So these are a lot of really useful things that we can use so that we can avoid doing a lot of coding by ourselves. All right, without these options, we'd have to do a lot of manual coding. So it actually gives us a way to do it really easily. So for our application, we don't have our ball moving right now. So what we want is we want to try to make it so that we can just take our ball and start it moving by maybe like flinging it in a certain direction, right? And it'll start just moving in that direction. So what we can do is we can use the when ball1.flung. So let's pull this out here, okay? And let's try to get this working. Try to make it so that when we fling our ball, it actually goes and flings in the direction that we fling it in.
Tim,
All right, and the way we're going to do this, yeah?
I double tapped it and it like disappeared. Like half of it is
This?
gone.
Double
Yeah.
tap it again.
It's just to make your code compact when you have too many blocks, then you can
Ian,
kind
wait,
of
Ian, did it work to double tap it
collapse
again?
them.
It's good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you'll see something interesting about this when block right here. It's got a lot of these little options underneath when ball one dot flung, all right, which aren't actually usually well, when we were using like our button when block, it didn't have all of these. All right, so these are new to us. So what these are called are these are called parameters. All right, so they basically change depending on how you fling the ball. All right. So when you fling the ball, it sets all of these parameters to certain values. All right. So X becomes where your the X coordinate of your ball. Y becomes the Y coordinate of your ball. Speed becomes the speed at which you flung it. Heading becomes the direction in which you flung it. X velocity is how fast it's going in the X-axis. Y is how fast it's going in the Y-axis. Don't worry about these X, Y things. Right, we may talk about them later, but the only thing we're going to be using is speed and heading or direction. All right, because if we just give the ball that you just flung the speed at which you flung it in the direction you just flung it, it should just start to move. All right, so we can start by clicking on ball one, scrolling down here, and finding set ball one dot speed. Okay, 2, and we're going to try to set it to the speed that you flung it at. All right, so for this, you can just hover over the word speed and get this thing that says get speed. All right, we're going to do the exact same thing with heading. So ball 1, find here heading, set ball 1 dot heading. 2, hover over heading, get, hover over heading, get heading. So basically, when you fling the ball, it should go in the direction you flung it at the speed you flung it. All right, we'll talk about how to get the speed thing working a little better later. But this actually gets some motion into your game.
Can you show that one more time? For those who might have been behind. Yeah.
So under ball,
Mhm.
set ball dot speed, hover over speed, get speed. Set ball dot heading, hover over heading, get heading.
And that is how you delete blocks here. Manan gives the thumb up, so Manan's good. Good job, Manan. Arman is good. Good job, buddy. Anyone else? Ian, Hannah is good. Good job. Abraz, Sophia, Ian. Ian is good. Nice. Zaki is good. Hey, Zaki. Yeah. And Sophia, Abraz. Let us know
Sophia
about
says
your
she's good.
status. Yes, Sophia, send the message. Good job. Yeah.
Bros, how's it going? Are you done with the code?
As we go forward, guys, try not to leave any gaps, because when the code gets more complicated, we won't be satisfied with just your thumb up. We will actually ask you to share the screen and show it to us, okay? Just to make sure that you're getting everything right. Because it's way more difficult to troubleshoot when you have a lot of blocks there. Okay. So make sure you're following.
I have a question.
Yes, Nana?
How are we gonna start this? Because when we did the B game yesterday, we can just click. We just have to click the B. But how are we gonna start this one?
Yeah, good question.
Because in Scratch, when I use it, it has a green flag. So if you want to start the game, you have to bring the block one green flag click.
So
Right, you're the
just
one who have iPhone, right? You don't have the Android.
No.
Yeah, so you'll get a chance to actually test your game on our device.
Need help.
Manam, were you able to install emulator?
I just kind of woke up late, so I couldn't see the video that my mom got. But after class, before the Python coding, I'm gonna install the emulator and my
Right, no problem. Yeah, no problem. We have the device here, so you can actually do it through screen sharing with it.
I don't have get speed and get heading.
can you share your screen so I can take a look?
And after Abraz, Sophia, could you also please show us your screen? I want to see what you got there.
It won't let me share screen.
Oh, yeah. Try now.
Okay, now it works. I press on D's and they don't have any speed or heading.
Okay, so here's the thing. Can you? Oh, you selected dragged, not flung.
Oh,
Yeah, you selected the wrong
So
one.
click ball one again.
okay.
Okay, and select scroll down and take flung. No, it's right there. Yeah. And now put that stuff inside of the other one.
You already had all those. You just can't pull them. Just drag and drop them. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and delete the other one. Now you have space. Okay, good job. Okay, Sophia, do you want to please share your screen and show us what you got? Abraz, you can stop sharing.
Yeah, so Sophia, if you want to share your screen, we can take a look.
Sophia, can you unmute your mic, honey? Yes. So at the bottom of your screen, you should have the green share screen button with an arrow. So in your Zoom, go ahead, click on that and share your screen. Just want to make sure everyone knows how to share screen, guys. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yay, good job. Yeah, you got everything working. Thank you so much for sharing your screen. I just wanted to make sure that you know how to do that. Thank you. Okay, team, I think everyone's on the same page now.
Okay, so let's actually try to get this up and running on our phones. So Manon asked if this is kind of like Scratch, right? Scratch has a play button that you can click to run your game. In here, we don't have the same system. It actually just runs as soon as you connect to a device, right? Or open the app on your device. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open the device, or I'll open the app on my phone. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, I just have my blank white screen here with an orange dot. All right, and if I fling it in any direction, it's just gonna move in that direction. I don't know if you can see it. You guys can try this out on your phone, guys. Right? Try to go connect to the companion. Right? And if you don't have a device, now is the time to try to test it out maybe on Arada's phone that she's got there. Right? So Mana and whoever else, I think, who else didn't have a phone? I think maybe it was Ian.
Okay, let's test this with Manan because we know he doesn't have any Android device. So Manan, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
And display the QR code on the screen, and I'll try to grab it from my end, okay?
But for the person who's sharing the screen,
This
he'll
time
have...
we're testing the system, so bear with me. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Done.
So guys, test the app out. Try to like throw the ball around a couple times and just notice
So
what
show
happens.
me the QR code. Kim, can you
What?
walk him through?
Yeah, Manan, can you click connect in the top
Connect, sure.
and then AI companion?
AI companion.
Okay, I got it. So now, if Manan stops sharing, I can share my screen. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can request the control and control my screen.
Okay, I will. I've sent it.
Yeah, got it. I approved it. Go ahead.
So now what do I do?
Just drag it
click
to
and
the
try to
mouse.
test it out.
Just flung it. Flung the
So
ball.
try
Right?
to fling the ball.
How do I
Just-
flung the ball?
So click on it and then like move your mouse and then let go.
Like drag it.
Think how you would do it on a phone, right? You'd like fling it.
Like there's this blue thing showing up.
That's showing where your finger would be on the screen.
Okay, so then I just...
Fingers are big.
It doesn't want to drag it.
Try to do it quicker. Do like a little flick.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That was supposed to happen, Sim?
kinda, yeah.
I mean, I just flung it.
Yeah, you only have that code for now, right?
So fling it into the wall and see what happens when it hits the wall.
Yeah, it is. Stops.
So yeah, it just stops, right?
Okay, who was the second person, Sim?
Yeah, guys, who else didn't have access to an Android phone, so needs to use this system? Ian, did you manage to test it out on a phone?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so Ian's good. Arman, I know you set yours up. Abraz, was it maybe you?
I didn't test it.
You didn't test it. Okay, so let's test yours out next.
So
So
Abraz
Abraz,
doesn't have an Android phone either, right?
yeah, so Abraz, can you share your screen and then I'll stop this.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, Manan.
How you just did my game? How you just got it? can you share it with my parents so that they can have it in their phone or no?
If your parents have Android phones, so next time just get it from them.
Yeah, if they have iPhones, it's not gonna work.
So, but you said that you're gonna send a ways. So if you have an iPhone, then can you download it with an emulator?
Not on
So,
iPhone,
yeah.
on Android.
Apple makes it really hard to install your own apps unless you have like.
Russ, go ahead, show me the QR code.
So,
Tim, can you walk abreast?
yeah, Abraz, can you scroll up to the top and click connect? A little higher. Up, no, up. Connect, move your mouse
Next to my projects, there's a connect option.
up
Yeah.
a little more. No, left. Yeah, there you
That
go.
one, yes.
AI companion.
Okay, I got it. And now stop sharing. I'll share my screen. Tim, can you end the brush screen sharing? Okay, do you see it? And request the control, please, Abraz. Can you please request the control? We need to control this emulator.
Abraz, yeah, click the thing that says view options. It's like at the top of the screen where it says you are viewing your Rudder screen, and then view options, and then click request remote control.
Things will go faster, guys, once you learn how to do this stuff, right? It's always slower in the beginning, so. So Abraz, request the control, please.
I don't see it.
Okay, can you call your brother? Maybe he can help you there. That would be faster. But like on top of your screen, you should see the option that says you're viewing. And there's a drop, you're viewing your, yeah, there you go. Got it. So I'll approve it. And yeah, now you have an access to it. Go ahead and play with it.
At least he's better than me in that.
Okay. So. So we're good? Okay. Good job, buddy. Okay, Tim, you can go ahead.
Okay, here we go. So there's a couple things we noticed by trying it out. And if you tried it out on your own device, I'm sure you saw these things too. Firstly, whenever it hits a wall, it doesn't bounce off or anything, it just stops, right? Well, if it hits like a wall diagonally, it'll stop moving that way, and then it'll keep going until it hits the other wall and gets stuck in the corner. So we can try to figure out some way to get around that. And one other thing that we noticed, it is quite slow. It's quite slow to see how it's moving when you swipe it, unless you really swipe it like super fast. All right. So we can do a couple things. Let's start by trying to make it go a little bit faster, and then we're gonna get the bounce thing going. Okay. So what is one way that you can just increase the speed of the ball? Yeah, Manan?
You go into design, and where it said speed for the ball, you increase that.
So if you increase it here, it's going to just go really fast as soon as you start your game. But as soon as you swipe it again in any other direction, it's going to go really slowly in that direction again. So let me just ask you something. If you had like some kind of number and you wanted to increase it, what kind of math operation could you do on it?
Minus.
How would minus increase something? What
Plus.
else could you do? Plus. Okay, you could add something. What else could you do?
Multiply something.
You could multiply something as well.
Go, Manan.
We have two options. We can either do your speed. Oh, let me just write this out. This is not going to be good. We can do speed plus something, or we can do speed times something. So in coding, this is often something that you're going to try to figure out how to do. So for instance, if you ever have if you ever have a situation in which you need to increase the speed of something or a number, you can either add something to it or multiply. And it depends on what kind of application you're working on and which one of these you're going to be doing. So for instance, if I swipe, or if I want the speed of my object to be 0, right? So if speed is equal to 0, right? If I were to add something, my final speed would no longer be 0, right? Not 0. But if I have speed 0 and I multiply it by like 500, what is my final number? What is 0 times 500?
0.
0.
It's still 0, right? So that's why in programming, whenever you want to increase a number, we usually end up multiplying it by some other number. All right, that way if you have no speed, right, it's going to stay at 0. And if you have a certain speed, it's going to scale it up. All right, so it's just going to increase it gradually as you go higher. Okay, so in Scratch or in this programming environment, to do that, we're going to use the Math tab. So I'm going to click Math, and I'm going to find in here somewhere where they have multiplication. So you can see here I have empty slot, multiplication sign, empty slot. I'm going to drag that out and replace this get speed block with that. Okay, but here I do need to multiply get speed by something, so I'm going to drag get speed in here. And then for the other slot, I'm going to put some kind of number in here. So I'm going to go math, and then pull out this first block, the number. All right, and then for this number here, I can pick what I really want it to be. We're going to have to do some trial and error to figure this out. Do I want to leave this as 0? No, Armand is saying no, right? If I leave this at 0, regardless of how hard or how fast I fling the ball in any direction, it's not even going to move, because 0 is just going to make it so the speed is always 0, right? If I make this 1, it's going to be the same as if I just had get speed, so it's not going to change anything. If I make it 2, I'm going to be basically doubling my fling speed. 3 tripling, 4 quadrupling, right? You can play around with this to try to get that balance correctly. Okay, and once you add this in, you can connect to your emulator and try, or connect to your companion and try it out a couple times. All right, you don't need to do the same thing with heading. Heading is just the direction it's moving in, and you don't really need to multiply by anything. But I want you guys to try this out right now. Okay, add a math block here, get speed times, try times 2. If that's too slow, try times 3, times 4, times 5. All right. Just try to find a number that really works well with your speed. All right, don't make it too fast, because if you make it too fast, you won't be able to catch it anymore to slow it down. Okay.
I have a question quickly. So since I have an Acer laptop, if I download the emulator in this,
if I connect it to my laptop, can I play this game on my laptop after?
Yeah, you should be able to. So if you follow the video that that we sent, you should be able to just install the emulator on any computer and then just run it. Depending on what kind of computer you're on, like how powerful it is, the emulator may run kind of slow and crash a lot. But if your computer is at all capable, it should be fine.
I mean,
What kind of laptop do you have, Manan?
I have an Acer laptop. It got slow, but then we sent it for repairing. Now it works perfectly and fast.
Great. And ask your parents if they have Android headphone.
No,
Okay?
they don't. I mean,
They don't. Okay.
my
So you guys
mom's
are Mac guys?
my
Mac family? Okay, and those phones are really cheap these days. You can really buy like phone for $150 on Amazon, and they will deliver it next day to you. But anyways, you have all the apps. You have an emulator that you can test it. You can test it remotely like we just did. And once you're ready, whenever you have the Android phone, you can actually test all your programs that you're gonna write in this course, okay? And another thing I wanted to mention is that next week we have a more advanced version of this course. We're going to teach like databases and quite advanced stuff, least arrays, and all those advanced concepts. So yeah, if you're really interested in this, try to get an Android phone. Then you have the flexibility of testing everything. It's not as easy with iPhone phone. With iPhone phone, there's no drag and drop environment. It's literally Xcode, and you have to have the Mac computer to actually program it there. So, but Android made it so easy that any kid actually can learn mobile app development. Okay.
I mean, Android is at least better than a Nintendo Switch, because for a Nintendo Switch it's for $400, and Android with $400 I can buy 2 Android phones.
Yeah, well, I just searched like literally yesterday, and quite decent Android phone was like $150. Yeah, on
So
Amazon.
that's just new?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's cooler, fast deliveries.
Yeah. Okay, Tim, go ahead. So everyone, right now, your task is to add the math block and multiply your speed by 2. So then give a thumb up who did it, and I will just pick one of you to share the screen and show it to us, okay?
Thumbs up, I'm done.
Good job, Manan. Okay, Zaki says yes, he's
Okay,
done.
so once you get this speed, we're at 11 right now. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. All right. You can try to play around with this a little bit during the break. You can go get some water, go to the bathroom. But we're going to be coming back at 11:05. All right. So you can go do whatever you want in that time. Or if you want to stay here, you can tinker around with this speed multiplier right here. All right, so maybe try to find a good number for this that you can still fling it and then catch it again and fling it in a different direction. Because in a moment, we're going to be trying to make our golf game and bouncing and stuff. So if it's too fast or too slow for that, it's going to make the game a little bit boring. All right, so we are now on break. See you in a couple minutes.
Wait, for the emulator, how to download it, that video, how do you know the website, like the website that it showed in it for the instructions to download it? How should you see that? How will I know that website? Cause
If you saw the video in the description, I added the link to the website.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet. Then I'm going right there now.
Yeah, good idea.
Cause my mom forwarded it to me, the Gmail, that thing. So yeah, I'm going there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a 6-minute video there.
It takes a moment to install the. Well, it's not too long, but
Yeah, I think the video
yeah.
was just about 6 minutes. Yeah.
Let's take a look. I cut some of the video out, so it should take a little longer. It depends on how fast your computer is running, but you can't really like program at the same time as setting it up. So you can try to do it right now if you want, but if you can't do it right now, you can probably do it after class.
The sad part is there's no instructions for Acer laptops.
Well, it's exactly the same for all Windows laptops.
So
Like
since
an
I have
Acer
the
laptop, Acer laptop is a Windows laptop, right? So just click Windows.
Okay, sweet.
It should be, if you watch the video, I did it on a Windows computer as well. So it'll be literally exactly the same as how I did
Oh, good.
it. You can copy, like, click for click.
Instructions. I hate reading so much things. But you have to do it for this. I'm just gonna open it. I'm just gonna do it with my mom. 'Cause I don't want to mess anything up here.
If you mess up, you can just start again. It doesn't really matter.
No, if I ruin this, the person our family friend who fixed this for us, he said not to touch anything strange if you see it. So my mom will know if I have how to do it really, because she does work on the laptop for the whole day. Because she works in CRA. And me not a laptop professionalist. I'm gonna do 3 for my speed.
Yeah, you can try that out. You can change it at any time, so it doesn't really matter right now.
Oh. Yeah. There, I don't wanna draw anything right now. Boom. Or maybe 4. 3 is okay. Oh, it's 11:06.
Yeah, guys, so you should be coming back now. When you're back, can you say something in the chat so I can just see when everyone returns?
What if someone's not back and they're like, just like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm not saying anything?
We're gonna have to figure
Ross
something
is
out.
here.
Arman's here, Abrad's here. Guys, say something in the chat or give me a thumbs up.
Me giving thumbs up.
Or turn on your camera and I can see you. Yeah, I think, yeah, there you go. Looks like everyone is returned. Ian, are you there? I don't know if Ian's here.
Arman, can
Yeah.
you share your screen with us really quickly? I want to see what you got there. And make sure you're on top of things.
Who's share your screen?
Arman. Yeah. Yeah, good job. You're following it. Nice.
Times 110? That's gonna go fast.
That will be very fast. But he has the Android device, so he can adjust on the fly. And you don't even need to disconnect, right? Once you connect to your Android device, as soon as you make a change here, the change will translate to your device. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. You can stop sharing it. Yeah. Okay, team, I think we can move on.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen and we can keep going. Is Ian back? I don't think he returned yet.
Okay. He's quite smart, he'll catch up.
Yeah. Anyway, so here you go. Back to our code. Let's keep going with what we have here. So we added the speed multiplier thing. If you tried this out, you should have noticed it's significantly faster now, right? You can change this to make it as quick or as slow as you want. But if we have the other problem that we talked about still, right? So if we hit a wall, our ball just kind of stops, right? And for our game, I think it'd be kind of cooler if instead of stopping, it would bounce around a little bit. All right, conveniently, we don't actually have to do like a lot of programming for this. All we'd have to do is we're going to click on ball 1, and we're going to find this option here that says edge reached, when ball 1.edge reached. All right, this is going to run whenever our ball hits a wall. Okay, and it's actually going to show us, it's going to return to us which wall it hits. Okay, and then the next piece of code is super short. Literally all we have to do is go here, scroll down, find the purple block that says bounce, call ball1.bounce edge, and then for this part here that's asking for an edge, you're just going to put get edge in here, and that's it. It'll now bounce off all the walls. All right, so it is quite easy to get that working. So there you go. Feel free to test this out one more time, because this is, let me actually put this up as well. This is going to be the exact ball mechanics we're going to be using for our golf game. But we still have a couple more steps we need to work on before we get to our fully made golf game. Give me a sec. Let's try this out. Okay, so I have ball. I'm gonna throw it. It's gonna bounce off the walls. You can't really see it. There you go, bouncing around. Barely see it. That's pretty good. There you go. Awesome. Bouncing ball. All right, and you guys can still play around with the ball, change the color, change the size, make it as fun as you want. All right. Okay, and I'll give you a sec to get all this bouncing out of the way, try it out, and we'll talk about how we're going to add the actual golf part to the game.
Is
Make it
something
like,
wrong with mine?
something's wrong with yours?
Yeah.
What's not working?
I'm just trying to get the control thing, and then it says something went wrong every time I click it.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Emma, now if yours ready, we can test it also on our device.
I'm spamming the button and it's just.
Okay, can you just click cancel and then refresh the page?
Well, you
I
have
will
the
refresh.
second block, right, Arman?
What?
The second block that Tim added.
He says he can't click on it.
No, I can click on it, but it's just not letting me because of that error.
So yeah, click
me
on
see
ball
that.
1 now.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. And now edge reached, not collided with, edge reached.
Okay.
Hey, not everything. Skip the other one, yeah. No, drag it one more time. There you go. You didn't delete. You can just click on it and click the delete button. You didn't delete the other one. Arman, you have to delete it. Other one, it's going to mess your program.
No.
Oh, it's gone. No. Keep this one.
Oh,
This
that's the right one.
It's the right one. I guess the other one's gone. Okay.
No, it's not. It's just further to the right.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, Tim, you're controlling the hit screen, aren't you?
No.
Scroll down. I think it's actually at the bottom. Yeah, like that. Now horizontally. Scroll horizontally.
I'm done.
There you go. So click on it and delete. There you go. Mhm.
I'm
Okay,
done.
so Arman, in here, can you go ball 1 and then dot bounce?
Ball 1 and then.
Dot bounce. No, it was you hovered over it. Up.
The first one. The first
No,
one.
no, the first one.
The first purple block. Yeah.
Okay, and then put get edge into the edge place. Now, can you hover over edge? No. Can you hover over edge? And then put get edge and put it in the slot. There you go. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can test it now.
Let's do. Okay. Yeah.
Connect AI Companion and test it. Okay, anyone else needs help?
I'm done.
Okay, Manan, let's test it. Go ahead, share your screen. Give me
Okay.
the QR code.
I'm also done.
Okay, we can test it with you too in a minute. Okay, just a sec. Keep it there. Just 1 sec. Let me grab it. Yeah, I got it, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you can stop sharing now. There you go. Okay. Yay, it's working. Nice. It's bouncing. Yay, good job. Good job, Manan. Abraz, you're next. So let me stop sharing this. Okay, and Abraz, go ahead and give me the QR code. Share your screen. Yeah, just 1 sec. I think I got it. Yep, I got it. Stop sharing so I can share mine.
Can you add details to your ball, like add lines, so it can look kind of like a proper golf ball?
I can test it for you, or you can request the control, Abraz. If you want to test it, then you have to request, yeah, there you go. Oh, that's fast. Good luck catching it.
Okay, I'm changing my speed to 3.5.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do it on the fly, and hopefully it will actually translate right away.
Done.
Tim, if you change the speed on the fly, shouldn't the program catch it up right away?
If you change it on the fly, it will catch up right away, but you have to fling it one more time.
But we cannot catch it now.
Click connect, and then reset companion screen.
Abraz, can you do that?
Abraz, can you click connect, and then under connect, there should be something that says reset companion screen.
Or we can do the entire QR thing again. But you can see it works, right? So that's a good sign. We'll be adding more to this game, and so we'll test it again, okay? Let's actually stop right now. So it works, the balancing option works, functionality. So I'll stop sharing that. Yeah, good job, Abraz. And yeah, adjust your speed, and next time we test it, it will be slower. And
There's
also-
a hacker in this laptop right now.
Okay, how about everyone else? How we doing? Is Ian back yet?
Woo. Did he forget about it?
There you go.
Sure.
Ian is here. Yeah. Hey, and did you see the bouncing option we added? Yeah, you managed. Good job. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ian was in our Arduino class. He's quite smart, so I have no doubts there. And how everyone else is doing? We see Nebraska's problem.
I
with
glitched it.
you glitched it.
Yeah, it's just going from one end to the other.
Oh,
And it's to speed.
yeah. We'll be adding more, right? It's supposed to be the Golf app.
See? It
Oh.
just
Oh my god.
Oh, so it just bounces between that little corner there?
no, it bounces in the corner to the other corner.
Yeah, I think you trapped it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Sophia, how are you doing, honey? I can't hear anything. Is your mic okay? Okay, maybe type in the chat because I think something is too quiet there. I can't hear.
What are we gonna use for the hole?
Yeah. What do you create?
What do you think we're gonna use for the hole?
Like the hole, but is there even something like a hole or
What shape is a hole?
It's like a bowl, yeah.
yeah, circle?
It's a circle, right? And the ball is also a circle. So basically we can use, yeah, like Zach said, we can just use a ball that's a little bigger and that doesn't move around as the hole.
Oh,
We'll
cool.
talk about how we're going to implement that in a sec. But is everybody actually done with the...
I need to hear back from Sophia and Hannah. Sophia, Hannah, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, do you want to share your screen? Can we see? Sure. Yeah, and you guys have Android devices, right? So you can test it right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna play mini golf while I'm waiting because I have a mini golf.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that should work. And you tested it, everything works, right?
Yeah, everything works.
Good job. And Sophia, can you share your screen, please? Sophia, go ahead and share your screen. Nice, yeah. And Sophia, do you have your device? Do you have Android device where you can test it? And you're muted and I can't hear you. Maybe just type in the chat.
Yeah, I have an Android device.
Oh, I can hear you, but it's very quiet. So maybe can you increase the volume on your microphone? Yeah, but Sophia says she's fine and she has the Android device. So yeah, Zaki, you said you were good too, right? Yeah, I read Zaki's comment. Sounds like he also managed to make it work. Okay. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Zaki, for your feedback. Okay, Tim, we're all on the same page.
I am in fact muted. There you go. So I think, let me share my screen. We can keep going with our game. So we have most of the functionality and everything already ready. We have a ball flying around, bouncing around, doing everything it's supposed to do, but we have nowhere to aim it so far, right? So let's try to make it so that we can go ahead and fling our ball into some target, right? Like a golf course hole.
There's another problem.
What's the other problem?
This.
Yeah, that's
I
'cause-
wanted to try it out, but then this happened. And
that's because
then
your speed is like a million.
everything.
Yeah, you have very, very high speed. So lower the speed there.
I can create millions of balls.
Go ahead, Tim. Yeah.
So, where were we? Yeah. Okay. So we need to add in a new hole and then do some programming to make it so that when we like hit the hole and like score, we do some stuff. Maybe increase the score, make the ball disappear, restart the level, or all sorts of cool stuff like that. Okay. So let's try to get this running. For now, let's just put a hole on our screen somewhere. So what I want you to do is go to your designer menu again and drag out just another ball. All right. Now, is the golf hole bigger or smaller than the ball? Who knows?
Yeah. Just unmute yourself and say
Bigger.
Bigger. Awesome, right? So my ball is radius 15. So I'm just going to make my hole radius 20. I'm going to throw this just anywhere on my screen. All right, the hole, I'm going to leave it black. And I'm going to set my ball, I'm actually going to change the color to white. All right, you can't see it anymore because of my background, but I'm actually going to change the background as well. I'm going to set the canvas color to none, all right, meaning it's transparent. And I'm going to set the screen color, the screen background color, to a dark green. Okay, this green looks disgusting, so I'm going to go and do a custom color like I showed you this morning. Try to make it a little bit more grassy. There you go. That actually looks pretty good. All right, so I have my grass, I have my hole, and I have my ball. Okay, so go ahead, add a hole, play around with the colors for a second. Okay, try to get everything looking pretty. Yeah, so again, for this dark orange, dark green color, right, under background color, you can click this option here that says custom, right, and play around with the more specific options for the colors. Okay, so you can make it darker or lighter using this slider here, change the hue over here and the transparency on the side. I wouldn't play around with this far right slider, but you can play around with all of these. Okay, and get a nice looking thing.
And guys, please pay attention because now you have two balls there, right? You may get confused in the back end, which ball is which. So for that, there's a trick that can see, the team can show where you can actually rename your elements, but make sure then to use the same name in the back end.
Yeah, sure. Kind of like that, yeah. So guys, when you're programming or when you're setting up your apps, you want to make sure you know and you give everything kind of descriptive names. So for instance, right now I have ball 2 and ball 1, right? Which doesn't really help me when I'm coding because I need to remember which one's ball 2, which one's ball 1. But to fix this problem, what I can do is I can just click ball 1, which is my golf ball, and I can click this button here that says
one, but you guys already programmed it, so we don't want to create any.
no, it doesn't matter. It'll automatically switch.
Automatically change. Okay.
Yes. So I have ball 1, and I'm going to click rename and switch the name to golf. And I'm going to switch ball 2. I'm going to rename it to hole. All right, and you'll actually see if I go to the blocks now, everywhere where I said ball 1 before, it switches to golf ball, right? So it does it automatically. I don't have to.
How do you switch the names?
So you click on it in the components menu here, and then you click this little button at the bottom of components that says rename.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure to select the element you want to rename first, right? I strongly suggest using same names that team is giving, because later when we introduce it to variables, we've seen a lot of like misconnect and errors because people were using their own names, but then in the code they were just typing after team and we're using team's element names, right? So that's where the errors happened. So I strongly recommend using same names that team gives to his elements, because that way you can just like just copy what you have on the screen without any consequences.
I am using the same name as Tim.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, that will save you from hassle when we introduce it to variables.
Well, I just called them Golfball and Golf Ball. That's it.
Yeah, nice. And pay attention to the spelling and to upper and lower case, because golf ball with lowercase is absolutely different name than the golf.
They're not going to be having to spell anything in the block size. Like it's all.
No, but I mean, when they create the variables, that will
Even
matter.
with variables, you can't call a variable that doesn't exist in Scratch.
No, remember how the shopping thing between the screens?
Yeah, that was databases.
Some people, yeah. Okay, so I just want to get them into the habit of actually using the correct names and pay attention to that, because that's also important in other programming languages. Okay, so give us some feedback if you're actually done this step so we can go and start coding. Arman, how are you doing there?
Not going that well and not that good, but I haven't done anything yet.
Okay, kid, do you want to share your screen?
Okay.
Wait, so did you guys just add any code or anything?
Yeah, do we want to
No,
make
we
sure?
haven't added any code yet. No.
Okay, sure everyone see. I'm assuming your front end is ready. You added the whole. Okay, so you have the second ball, but you want to make the second ball bigger, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. How did you do that?
I just added another ball.
You added another ball. No, don't add another ball. Just click on that ball, on the second ball, and increase its radius. In the properties panel, yeah, make that like, I don't know, 15 or something. Okay, well, that will be, yeah. Okay, so you want to, ball one, you want to do it a little bigger so you can actually grab it with your finger.
Okay.
Yeah, click on ball one and increase the radius to 10 or something. Don't make it too big because ultimately it has to get into the
Wi-Fi.
11. Okay, make it 11. Yeah, that's a good size. Nice. Okay, so do you want to make the background green, Arman?
Okay.
Yeah.
But where is
Let's rename at least the second ball, and go ahead, click on second ball, rename. Down, down, down in this components, yeah. At the bottom of your components window, rename, yeah, like that. And make the new name Hulk with capital H.
this ball?
Yeah, Hulk. So we know that this is the Hulk. This is the bigger one, right? H-O-L-E.
Oh.
Okay, it's all capital, but it's okay. Never mind. Okay, and the background color, change it to, go ahead and click on the screen, on element, just scroll up, scroll up. No. On the, yeah, on the components, click on screen, on the components. Right now you're in canvas. Okay, just make the canvas green if you want. That can work too. The way Tim did it, he actually made the canvas transparent, but he added the green color to his screen. But this way works too. Okay. Good job. You're done. You're done with your front end. Okay, now you're ready
Can
to go.
turn the ball green white because that's a
Yeah, do that. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
where's the button?
Put
It's a
paint
pink
color.
color. The black one, yeah. You can make it yellow or something.
That's a golf ball.
Okay, good job. Awesome. Okay, you're done. Who else needs help?
No, me.
Abraz, how are you doing there?
I'm okay. I'm done.
Okay. Okay, everyone give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on and add some code. Yeah, Abraz says okay. Hannah says okay. Sophia says okay. Zaki says okay. Ian says okay. Manan says okay. Yeah, and we just see Narman. Okay, Tim, they're all ready.
Awesome. All right. So we have our hole here, and we don't really need to program our hole to do much in terms of movement and bouncing off walls or anything. So our code is going to be unique for this one. But what we do want to do is we want to make it so that when we get the golf ball into the hole, something fun happens. All right. So we can take a look at all of the options it gives us here, right? So we have collided with, dragged, edge reached, flung, no longer colliding with, touch down, touch up, or touched. Right? Out of these options, which one do you think would be the best to check if the golf ball has entered the hole or gotten into the hole? Any ideas? It's
So,
probably not dragged. It's not dragged. Edge reached is when our hole hits a wall. Right? Flung is when we fling
Collided
it.
with.
Collided with. Who said collided with?
Me.
Awesome. Good job, Ian. We are going to be using collided with, right? So we're going to basically just check if the golf ball hits the hole. That means it's, well, it doesn't necessarily mean it went in, but we're just going to pretend it did. All right? That way, if it like at all touches it, it just like sucks it in, and we're good. Okay? So the way we're going to do this is we're basically saying when the hole is collided with, let's grab our golf ball real quick. Here it is. And we're just going to make our golf ball disappear for now. All right. So we're going to go here and find set golf ball dot visible. And we haven't used this visible thing before, but basically, if you actually look in the designer and you click on a golf ball, there's a little checkbox here that says visible. If I uncheck it, the golf ball disappears. Right, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, when you have a checkbox, there are only two states a checkbox can have, right? It can either be checked or unchecked. So when I'm putting this set golf ball dot visible to something, I only have two possible values I can put here, and this is what's called a Boolean. All right, let me write that out for you guys.
Does this work just like Unity? For example, if like in Unity, if we can make it touch something and then it would disappear, or the same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah, and you'll
But
notice
will it
guys,
come
a lot
back?
of similarities with all other programs, right? Because the logic everywhere is the same. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but will the ball come back?
If you
Or
program it
you-
to come back, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you can
Okay.
make it reappear again at some other in some other place, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
which is what we're going to do, right?
Mhm.
So when hole dot collided with, all right, this is what we're going to be working with now. So we're going to have to set the golf ball visibility to like off, right? We're going to have to disable it. We're going to have to make it invisible, right? And whenever you have two possible values for something, right, on or off, true or false, checked, unchecked, right, that's called a Boolean. A Boolean is true or false, on or off, checked or
So Boolean,
unchecked.
guys, was just the last name of the guy who actually invented the entire algebra using true or false statements, right? So it was pretty smart guy, and now this entire logic is called after his name, right? So that's why it's called Boolean. So wherever you hear Boolean, that means the logic that has either on or off, either true or false, right? Just two components, opposite components that you
So
can actually.
for the visibility, if I want to turn this off, yeah, I'm going to be using a Boolean. So I'm going to click logic over here, the green one, and I'm going to bring out false. All right. In programming, when we're using Booleans, it's usually either true or false. See, true, false. All right. If I want it to be visible, I set it to true. If I want it to be invisible, I'm going to like turn off visibility and set it to false. All right. And this should make it so that when I hit the hole, make sure it says when hole dot collided with up here. Right. Then I'm going to set golf ball to visible false. Okay. And that's just going to make it disappear. So very cool, very sick.
And do you want to make it reappear somewhere else?
We're gonna do that in a sec. We're not gonna do that right here yet.
Okay.
All right. A couple other things that would be nice to do. Even though our ball is no longer visible, it's still kind of just running around in the background. All right. So right here, it would be nice to actually stop our ball. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the golf ball, and I'm gonna say set the speed to the number 0. And I got the number 0 from the math section over here. So that's just going to freeze the golf ball and make it invisible. So it's just going to look as if the golf ball just went inside the hole and it's gone forever, right? And then we'll talk about how to make it reappear and maybe adding like a score and some stuff like that in a sec.
And guys, it's important to make sure you don't have any blocks that you're not using. If you have the blocks that you don't want to use, you either disable them or you delete them. Okay? Otherwise, they will mess with your program.
So guys, you can give this a test if you have your device on here, or if you want to go through Irada's method. You can try it out right now, just to see that it actually does work and your ball is disconnecting. All your code is working up to this point. Manan, do you want to try it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Manan, you start sharing yours. Get
So
the
is the number supposed to be 0 over there?
0 to stop it. Yeah.
0 is to stop it. Yeah.
So whenever it reaches the hole, you want to stop its motion, right?
Okay, so for me it worked. It got sucked in and it turned off. Oh, and before you share your screen, let me show you the thing I was going to point out. So once you have, like for me, now my golf ball's gone. It got in the hole. If I want to restart the app, what you can do is click connect up here. And this button here that says refresh companion screen. If I press refresh companion screen, you'll see my screen kind of flickers a little, and now my ball is back. It like restarts the app. All right, and now I can, oh, I missed.
So Abraz, that was the option that team wants you to use after changing the speed, right?
It just restarts the app. So for now, before we add a reset button or like a next level button, that's what you can use to try to test it a couple more times, play around with it.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, give me a QR code.
Yeah.
There we go, I think I grabbed it. Wait, didn't like it for some reason. Scan QR code. Yep, got it. Okay, you can stop sharing. And that is your game.
Okay, I'll ask for control.
I didn't hear how you get it to reset, or like so that you can do it more times.
So click connect and then refresh companion screen. Do you see that button?
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, good job.
So refresh companion screen will restart the app and it should
right.
just go back to like the start state.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. Okay, now I'm interested in how to get your ball back.
Yeah, that will be the next step. And Abraz, if you want to try it, we can give me the QR code. Yeah, I think I grabbed it. You can stop sharing. There you go. That's your program. So your ball is white, right, Abraz? Yeah.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Not moving for some reason. Do you want to share your code? Sorry, I lost it. Let's scan your QR code one more time. Oh, let me stop sharing here. Can you share your screen again? Yeah.
Abraz, can you show the code first so we can just take a look?
Yeah,
and see
actually, show us your code first.
Okay, yeah, everything looks fine. So try one more time, connect it, and let's see how that works.
But no. Can you go to? Can you click on ball here? I want to see which one's ball, which one's your hole. What color is the ball? Yeah, that's what I thought. So white is the hole actually, and we've been trying to flank the hole instead of the ball, right? So do you want to switch their colors and size? That's what I suspected. Yeah. So that the white one is actually your, the hole in your app. So make that one black and make that one bigger. And then the other one make white and smaller. Yeah. Make it white, the color white. I think you chose none. There you go. And maybe make your hole bigger, because right now they're kind of the same size. Or make your bowl smaller.
What's up with the canvas? Like that small image inside of that big canvas?
So that image disappears when you run the game. So that's just kind of showing you what the element is right now, but it doesn't actually stay when you run it.
So when we just run the game, why didn't it disappear then?
It's just probably some image on the background. It just shows you that it's a canvas. That's it. Okay,
Nice.
just click on the hole on the black ball there, yeah, and make it bigger. Yeah. 25 or no, that's too much. Yeah, 25 or something.
Okay, no, that should be okay. That's fine.
That should be okay. Yeah, they just need to touch each other, right? Collide. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it. Give me the QR code. I think I got it. Yeah, you can stop sharing. There you go. Now we need to flank the white ball, right?
AI companion mode.
Mhm.
AI companion mode.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, there you go. Nice. Good job. Hey, it worked. Good job. Good job, buddy. So we can stop sharing now. Okay, well done. Okay, who else tested? Zaki, Hannah, Sophia, Ian, how are you guys doing? Did you get to test it? Yeah, Zaki shows the sum up. Sophia, Ian is good. Hannah is good. Abraz and Arman, Abraz Manan tested, we saw that. And Ian, Arman, how are you guys doing?
I was just watching. I did not test.
You did not test. Can you test it using the QR code on your Android device?
Okay.
Yeah, and let us know if it's working. You said you have the device, right?
Yeah, I have the device.
Okay.
Am I already connected? I think I'm already connected.
Okay, and try to flank the ball and towards the black hole there, and see if it's when it.
Nothing is working.
Nothing is working.
Oh
Actually,
wait, now it's working, but I can't control it.
you can control it. Just one sec. Stay there. Don't do anything. Let me see. Okay.
It would be cool if you made a challenge. So your whole it
I'm
moves
looking on my phone and it's okay.
Right. I think you don't have the set heading thing.
Yeah, I guess I don't have it.
Wait, Tim, can you debug his one?
Yeah, can you click dismiss?
Yes.
And can you go find the part with your hole?
Yes, his problem is with heading, guys. The second block. No. Go back.
Oh yeah, it says ball1 dot enabled to
Yeah.
heading.
So
So that should be ball1 dot heading.
go back to your flank block. Click on the main screen again, on the white area. Yeah, just click somewhere there. No, go to the blocks. Tim, you want to take control of that? Yeah. Okay, you see how the second set ball1 below the speed? When ball1 flank,
No, okay. Okay.
take the control of it, Tim, and help. Yeah. Yeah, so when we test it, it just goes horizontally. It doesn't go in the direction of your ball. Yeah,
There you
did you
go.
see what he changed? Yeah, so that was an error.
Okay.
And can you scroll down? Show me if you have the collision. Yeah, you don't have the
No, I
collision.
don't. Yeah, I don't have the colors.
Can you please do that and try to follow us when we do that, okay?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, doesn't matter where you put it. Yeah. Yep. Is the team doing?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Right, but Arma, you want to do it when he's showing it to you, okay?
Okay.
You want to learn this stuff. Yeah. Pay attention to how he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all color coded. You see, if it's a green block, then he took it from the green logic.
Yeah, they're all color coded.
Exactly. It's just same as Scratch. It's actual Scratch.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You should be good now.
Okay, so go ahead and test it now. Let us know how it's doing.
So go ahead.
On the phone, because
Can you
the phone
reset
is
his,
not
can you reset his
working.
companion, Tim?
Let's see now. How do I run the game?
Refresh, not reset. Oh, refresh. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's disconnected.
Scan this to your phone.
Okay. Okay, it's working. Nothing's happening.
You have to
I just tested it.
swipe this.
I just scanned your QR code and tested it. It works. So test it on your device and try to flank the white ball.
I think I need to connect again or something.
Yeah. You just did, didn't you? Did you scan your QR code?
I did, and oh my, what is happening? So many things are going wrong.
And can you help? You need to go back.
What is happening? Is he still here? On.
He just was kicked out for some reason.
Is he still here? Or did he like disconnect from Wi-Fi? Because I can't actually control anything.
Yeah, he's still here. And
Oh.
we still see his screen.
Arman, can you say something?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Can you click some stuff?
Stop there. I'm doing. Okay, I did not know how I just did this.
Oh, he's annotating. Okay, we're gonna do one of these. Can you start sharing your screen again?
Okay.
How did he do that? we better not show everyone else.
I don't think this is the right place.
Whose screen is this now?
It's mine.
Right? Okay.
No, not this one. It's
Just go back to your projects.
no, it's mine.
Yeah.
I'm on.
Oh, I think it's new project, isn't it? Or is it Arman's
Oh
yellow
yeah,
one?
it's a new project, I guess.
Yeah, that's the latest one. There you go. Okay. Now, yeah, just reset connection maybe. And now a companion, go ahead, scan your code. Tim, how many people can scan that code and get connected? Only one?
One.
Oh, maybe
I'm gonna
because I
connect with
scanned
my
his
code.
I took
That's
over.
probably it.
That's probably what happened. Sorry about that. That's why yours weren't working, because I hijacked your code, your QR code. But I tested it and it was working.
Okay, it's working. And how do I do it? Oh,
Fling the ball around.
it's going everywhere on my phone and I cannot control it.
Don't give it such a big boost. Just try it gently. Yeah, but it works. I tested it.
Okay. Oh, I guess it's gonna go in the hole because it's in the right
Exactly. You
angle.
should go to the hole and disappear after that.
Yep, it's in the hole.
Good job. Nice. So everyone's done, I think, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
We have 3 minutes left, so that's pretty much it for today.
No, okay,
Again,
hold up. We do quick challenge. I'm gonna give them a thing to do and then homework based off of that.
oh,
So
good.
when are we
Okay.
when are we gonna do the code so that it's gonna repeat the game?
Yes. So, guys, last thing I want you to do today, all right? In the front end, can you guys go to the designer and drag out a button and put it at the bottom here? All right? I'm going to just do some customization to this thing. I'm going to call this the next level button. All right? And I'm going to give it a nice font size, 20, maybe like 17. I'm going to make the button what's a nice color? There you go. All right, so yellow next level button. All right, we're just about done for this class, but what I want you guys to do is I just showed you how to do the front end for this button. As a challenge for homework for you guys, I would like you to go to the back end and program this button to make it so that when you press it, it goes and it takes your ball and makes it reappear somewhere on your screen. Okay.
What if you go?
We didn't cover how to do random positions, which is going to be probably a little bit weird. But for now, just try it. Just try to do that, huh?
What if you don't find a code?
You know how to find the code?
Like, what if you don't find the code? Like what if you don't find how to program this button?
Okay, so if you
tomorrow,
don't find how to do it, we're going to start tomorrow by showing you guys how to program it. But as a challenge, I'd like you guys to try to figure out how to make it so that when you press this button, it takes this ball and it makes it visible again. And if you can, I would like you to put it in a random position. All right, the random position is a little bit of a harder challenge, but if you think you can do it, that'll be your guys' challenge.
Just
All
think
right?
about
If
that,
not,
right?
just try to make it visible again.
When the next level button clicked, you want to make the ball visible, right? Do you think you know how to do it now? You already did it, right? When the ball was flunked, when the ball touched the hole, you made it to disappear. You made it to be invisible. So now we want to do the opposite. When this button is clicked, we want to make it visible. Yeah?
But if I do it, I don't have anything to test it on until I download my emulator.
Yeah, so think about that. Yeah, download the emulator, test it on emulator.
Follow the tutorial I sent. You should be able to do it.
And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we'll go through this and actually show how to then position it at random position, make it reappear somewhere else, right? And also, Tim, could you share the link to the playlist? In a couple hours, like about maybe 6 o'clock tonight, these videos will be uploaded to the YouTube playlist, which is unlisted, only you guys can see it. So when Tim shares the link, open it in your browser and bookmark it. Because once we close the meeting, you want access to the chat box. So Tim just put it in the chat. Tim, yeah. I'm going to put it in the chat. So if you guys need to refresh something, if you forgot how you did something, you can always go through this videos, like fast forward it, find that place and rewatch it. So that will help you to do your homework challenge. Okay?
Yeah, if you click on this link, there's also the tutorial on how to install the emulator in there. Okay? I uploaded it to the same playlist.
Yeah, so I strongly suggest clicking on that link in the chat box now so that it opens in your browser, and then bookmark it in your browser so you can actually access it anytime. Okay, let us know if you guys done that. So, because it's 12:01 and we're pretty much done for the day. So if you bookmark your link, you're free to go. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Bye.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
You can stop recording.